Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. Let's see how far I can get into this diamond art without slowly passing out. Cause that's what happened in my last one. I almost passed out. I was literally nodding asleep the whole time, so it's probably one of the quieter of the videos. This one I have a lot of more energy. Because it's morning. Oh, yeah. Better for my sanity. Because at night I start seeing shit. Imagination go burr. Though as much as this is still a really quiet task that I usually do at night, also my brother decided to go out. He has to take care of sick child. Why is he outside? Child should be in bed resting. Luckily, since I moved my way up, I can do the neck piece completely. But the next costume I have to wear is high neck because I have a rash on my chest. I get so many notifications if I keep them on. This is why I leave my phone on Do Not Disturb. Though, never leave to pick up a child and let your phone die, because that was a mistake I made once. It wasn't even intentional. I didn't want my phone to die. It just kinda happened. Also, something that's really weird is I don't really have much of a concept of time. Because 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. used to mean the same thing to me until I finally figured one is like still dark out. But the thing is, I'm awake at both 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. So they meant the same thing. But I think it's because I'm a night shift schedule that a lot of things that don't make sense to other people make sense to me. And it's literally just because I have the weirdest fucking schedule. No risk for the wicked, no soul for damn. I'm still yawning. Fuck. I just woke up. I should be fine. I think that just means I'm comfortable. Because I'm not tired. I mean, if I wanted to, I really could go back to bed, but I don't really want to. I actually kind of like being. Something I think is baffling is in order to rent a place, you need to make 3 times the rent. Like, I get the reticence behind it is so that you're not living paycheck to paycheck, but everyone needs a place to live. So, like, See, the thing is, I know that if I was put in the position of the landlord, they have their guidelines that they need to follow. And there's a reason those guidelines were put in place. So I would never blame a landlord for the rules, but still sucks. Because some people are like desperately looking for places to live, and most people don't make 3 times rent. Not alone, at least. Thing is, the girl I babysit for, I know she won't really be able to afford to pay me back. Not anytime soon, at least. I still help her anyway, though. I think being the host of a video on a recording service would mean you'd have the least amount of issues. No. I think I have a chocolate bar left. I need more chocolate. Whenever I study, I eat candy bars. A lot of them too. An absurd amount of candy goes into my stomach during study sessions. Um, this is why a lot of my friends question why I don't have diabetes or weight issues. You have to understand that I'm not overeating most of the time, so my body is taking whatever it can get. My body's constantly in survival mode, where it's just eating every ounce of everything I put for it because I don't eat very often. Because I'm a snack person. So I never eat enough to be fully full. Do I have more of these? Wait. I do have more. I was about to say, because I was like, wait a minute. Because I was looking at how much I have left, and I'm like, I don't think this would be enough. I don't know what I would do if I ran out of a certain color. I'm not gonna lie. I'd just probably use the next most similar color. Though I have a bunch of random extra beads, so I probably could use those. They have a new McDonald's shape. I guess I complain a lot about headaches. Now my phone is giving me migraines ads. It's not a migraine. It's a tension headache from the fact that I wear glasses. If you wear glasses too long, it can give you migraines in a way. Well, a tension headache. But yeah, nobody likes those, but they happen if you wear glasses. I have had people have full conversations with me in the comment section of my videos before. It's a thing that has happened. Though there's this one person who was not accepting body positivity, and I was like, you know what? Here's a makeup video. Because I was like, there's nothing wrong with how you're shaped. I'm pretty sure you else is a bitch. And well, you know what? We have makeup. If you lack self confidence, oh well. But usually makeup is for yourself. It's not for other people. And if you get really good at it, other people start liking it too. And then you start becoming a trendsetter. I understand why my friend would never want me to take care of her kid at my place. And it's because of the fact that my room is very dangerous. But the thing is, we have a living room and we have a dining room. We would just chill out there. So if she ever needed a place to drop her kid off of at for like a time period, we'd just stay upstairs. She can. It's an option. You'd be fine. My house ain't that dangerous. Yeah, but me also finding out my brother wasn't home and immediately deciding to film a video instead is probably not a good friend thing, but Man, I got my own things I need to do and my own big tasks I have to get done. That as much as I love helping you out and being there for you, I still have my own life that I have to worry about and get things done with, enjoy, and vibe with. I got my own jobs to do, ones that actually pay me. Something I think about is my brother shouldn't even be on the service with everyone else because she pays for the phone service. She pays for all the food in the house. She pays for all. My camera decided to glitch out on me. The thing is, I got it a new cord. It shouldn't be glitching out on me. It should be doing better since I got it a new cord. Its connection error is literally just the website not wanting to record. I remember when my mom put me in dance class, like when I was like a baby and stuff. I was in dance classes for years afterwards. But as soon as I found out I could actually make friends, I was very much more distracted. I stopped going to dance for the dance lessons and started just going to make friends. If each person on the planet had to fight a certain number of ants and it be evenly divided, it would be billions of ants per person. Ants outnumber us by a lot. A lot of murders happen because of people not like finding a way to cope with their emotions. Basically, mental instability equals murder. That's why sometimes a guy will just randomly, well, seemingly randomly, shoot up his family and then kill himself. But turns out everyone thought he really was happy. You can pretend to be happy. People do it all the time. Also, proving that something can happen coincidentally and ironically is the funniest thing. Because words can still be true if you don't really think about things too often. Also, if you ever do those like filter things where they like tell you what ethnicity they think you are based off of like the shape of your nose or face, but one of the things in the filter was North American. North America's huge, and there's so many cultures. What does that even mean? Do I just look mixed? Or does it mean like native? Anyway, there's also more than one kind of Native American. I mean, do you know how many tribes there are? Quite a few. It said North American when it was referring to my eye shape. I know the filters are just jokes and they're not accurate. Not always, at least. But it would be funny. It'd actually be pretty cool if they were accurate, though. What breed of human am I? One thing my brother didn't bet on was the fact that I actually have confidence in myself and that I already know who I am and how awesome I really am. Have that confidence in yourself. I promise you it will bring you way farther in life than if you don't. And you don't even have to truly believe it. You just have to pretend the whole time. Think you're like someone else or like wear a mask. Gets you somewhere. It really does. Reason my Brazilian coworker called himself a monkey is because he used to live in the jungle. I didn't I didn't know that half, honestly. But you know what? It makes sense. It's still wild how one of my coworkers got so offended at that though. She was in the lobby. They weren't talking about her or to her. But it still somehow made her uncomfortable. She made it about herself. Like I get it. There was a lot of racism around that and there was insults with it, but they weren't using it in a negative way. They were being like joking with each other and polite with each other. No one's feelings would have gotten hurt if they didn't let them get hurt. And if someone said they crossed their boundary, that's that's something for them to discuss with each other. But a person not involved in a conversation getting offended on someone else's behalf, wild. I could never imagine getting offended for someone else. If they're offended, sure, but if they're not, it's none of your business. I feel like the mind your own should still stand as a valid comment nowadays. Mind your own. Because it's not our problem to deal with other people's. Especially if they're just joking around with each other. They're clearly not being serious or prejudiced in any way. If there's no malicious content behind it, then it's just funny. Because it's stupid. I feel like life would be a lot easier if people just decided to move on. People would feel so much more content in life and peaceful. My friend waiting to get me a car so that she can get me a good car for cheaper is strategic advantage, not a person avoiding payment. I don't mind that she didn't pay me yet. I don't really care. My brother really should worry about his own debts instead of other people's. It's not like it was a bank loan that needs to get paid back immediately. I'm not a loan shark either. I don't really expect to get, don't really care if I get paid back yet or anytime soon. Because at the end of the day, I know if I have an emergency person, she'd show up immediately. My brother trying to claim that his girlfriend is a gold digger is still wild, though, because she paid for his life and livelihood for years before they moved into an apartment, and all he ever paid for that apartment was rent. I had to help supplement it at one point. What a pathetic man. Anyway, peace, love, have a good day, my fat fans. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!